Welcome to my session, cross security. That I will discuss about the some Linux commands. So, what are the basic commands of Linux? Then I will discuss today's session. Then I will discuss today's session. So, what are the work of Linux and how to use these commands? And what are the options related to these commands? So I will discuss today what is who command, what is the use of whoami command in Linux, and what is the w command, what is the use of some symbols like semicolon, type symbol, and dollar star. Then I will also discuss about the date command and file commands. So I will discuss some of these commands in this particular session. So what are the basic need and what are the advanced options of these? So I will show you what are the usage of these commands. As we know that Linux is based on the commands. So it work on the CLI prompt. So I will tell you how to use the Linux commands. So welcome to this particular session. I will start some commands. So what are the usage of these commands? I will show you. Suppose this is my screen and I will show you how to open this particular terminal. Goes to the activities button and we can open the terminal. So how I can perform this and how to zoom this particular terminal. First I will show you. So when we press CTRL control plus control shift plus, so we can increase the size of this particular terminal. So what is the command? Control shift plus, so we can zoom out and zoom in and zoom out, and we want to minimize this particular terminal font size, so we can minimize the font size of this particular terminal, so we can zoom out and zoom. So this is the process by which we can increase the size of my terminal screen. So I will discuss what are the commands that are real, what are the use of these commands. So I will discuss about the who command, what is who command, who am I command, and I will also discuss the who. So these are related to each other. All are the similars, but have some differences. And also discuss about the what is the use of semicolon and what is the use of this particular sign and what is the use of star. So where I can use these particular special character in which command and how I can use this. So we also discuss about the another command date. Okay. So now in this particular session we discuss these commands. So what are the commands and how I can use this. So who, when we type who, it will show me the message. It will show me root is the name of the user and is this particular terminal. So it's called a terminal in which we type any command. So it's called terminal prompt. It's a prompt where we can type the commands. So this is my terminal TTY2 and this is the timestamp related to this. So who is used to display. So what are the use of this particular who command? I will show you. So when we use who command and I want to check the help of this related commands. So what I will type, we can type main command also and then type who. What is who? So you can show who is the use of who. What is the use of this particular command? We can show who is logged in. I want to check which user is logged in this particular terminal. So it will show me the username. I can also check this particular by using the WHOAMI. This one. Suppose we have the another user and we want to check these two commands again and again. So what I will do? Suppose we create a user. The username is user001. So I will create a user. The name of the user is 001. So this is the command and this is the username. When we want to provide the password for this particular user, so I will use passwd command. So this command is used to change the password, means to assign the new password also, and it will also use to assign the old password also. This one. So I will provide the password for this one. So the password will be assigned. So we can check. And I want to log in by using this particular user. So what I will do? So we can use another command. So which is the command? We can use su, then hyphen. Hyphen means we want to log in to this particular user. So now we type again the who command. Now it will again show me the root user. It not show me who is logged, but login by this particular user. So this particular command show me the physical session connectivity, because this is my virtual terminal. In this terminal we log in this particular users, and in this particular session we log in root user. Physical, in our physical session, in our physical terminal we log into root user. So it only show the physical terminal, and the use of whoami command. Whoami, this will show the effective user ID. Effective means who is the currently logged in my system. So it will show me which user is currently logged in this particular terminal, in this particular prompt. So this command will show me the effective user ID. So I don't know what is the use of who am I, and I want to check who am I. So what I will do, we can open the manual page of any command. So we can check what is the use of this particular command. This command is used to print effective user ID. So we have the help. We can take the help. What is, so we have lot of commands to take the helps. Suppose we want to take a small help. What is who am I don't know, I forget this one. Hyphen hyphen help. Like this particular way we also check what is the use of this particular command. This will print the username associated with the current effective user ID. So it will show the effective user ID. So what is the effective user ID of this particular user? This is the effective user ID, and this is the username, and this is my ID. So I can check what is the ID that is assigned to this particular user. So we can use ID. So like this particular way, we can use lot of commands, and every command have a lot of options. By using these options, we can change the behavior of the command. So, and last one, I will use this particular command. What is the use of w command? Suppose when we type this particular command, so this will show me a long explanation. Who is the user, which TTY in which it will log in, and from it will log in locally and it log in remotely. So I can check this user is login in this particular terminal locally. And this is my login. This is the ideal time. This is the joint CPU time, processor CPU, and this is the execution of this particular command. So I will check. So what is the use of W command? I want to check this. When we type W, then type main. So I will show you what is the use of W. It will show the which user is logged in this machine and what is doing in this machine. So I will check by using this particular. So W is a command to show which user is logging in this machine and what is he doing. Suppose if he is performing a command, so it will show me. So I will check. I will show you another example. So how I will prove this. So in this machine, we have only one machine. So I want to take the session of another machine. So we use SSH command. By using this particular command, we can take the session of my own machine also. Then give the username. Then give the IP. So this is my localhost IP. This one. When we log in this machine, it will show me the fingerprint matching. When we match the fingerprint, so we just type yes, then it will show me what is the password of that machine. So I will provide the password to this machine. So it will show me. Then now we are typing this particular command. So it will show me two users in this. So W command is used to check if any one user have access another machine. So this will show me from which particular system this user will log in. So I can check by this particular W command. So W is a command to check. So we can show you this again. So what is the use of this particular command? To show who is logged in on this particular machine and what he is doing. So I will check what he is doing. He type a command. The command name is W. So this command he has typed. So this is the work. So I can check by using this particular system. Suppose we log in my machine in another terminal also. So I also check by using this particular command. Just when we type ctrl plus alt plus F3 function key, F3 function key. So it will move to the another terminal. So it will move. Then I will show you. This will move in this particular session. When we type the root and another username, then Red Hat. So and we open a new command. We type a command. The command name is bin. Then give the name of the file 001. This is my file, and I am doing the work in this particular file. So I will show you this one. Then we type again Control Alt F2. So we will move to my graphical session. So this is my graphical session by using Control Alt F2. And we type again W. So it will show me the another root user. So what is the use of this particular command? This command will show me who is logged in your physical terminal, who is logged in your remote, who can access your machine remotely. So I will show the remote users and local users, both users I will show by using this particular command. So this is the command and this is the use of this particular command. So so now I will discuss the another one command. I have completed these particular commands. So I will show you what is the use of these three symbols. So I will show you these practically. So I will show the symbols. The symbol is semicolon. The symbol is this particular pipe sign, and we can also use star. So I will show you these three characters. When we type ls, this will show me. So we want to use more than one command at a time. So this particular symbol, the symbol name is semicolon. So semicolon is used, yeah, its work as a separator. When we type another command ls, then cd, we want to move this particular command data. And when we type these two commands at the same time, so it will show me the message. ls cannot access cd. So if understand this is your folder that you want to display, because ls is used to list the files and folders. So we can use this, but it's not recognize this as a argument, this as a command. This thing, this is argument, this is the second argument. So it will not understand this is a command, this is an argument. So for to differentiate this, we can use, in the place of this, we can use this particular command. So first it will show this particular output, then it will show me the output of this particular command. It means at this time we are in my home directory, and by using cd command we move to this particular directory. So now you can check. It will show me the output of this particular command first. This is the output of this particular command, and I will check what is the output of this particular command. So we want to move to this particular directory by using change directory. cd stand for change directory. So I will move to this one. When we perform again this, so it will show me a message. It will perform this one but not perform this, because at this time we have no directory related to data. We have only data one. So like this particular way we can use these commands. So now at this time you can check. Earlier we have in this particular directory. Now we will move to by using this particular command to this particular directory, because in this location we have a folder. The folder name is data1. So we can move. So like this particular way, suppose I will show you another example also. Suppose you want to create a file, but in a folder. So make a folder. To create a folder, we can use mkdir command. So create a folder name is craw, CRAW underscore security. So I will create a folder. Folder name is craw security, and I want to create another folder, and in this particular folder we want to create a file also. So what I will do, I will create folder. In this folder we want to create a file. So first create this, then after then move this particular directory. So what we will use this. So I will move to this particular directory first, then type again this particular, then create in this particular. When we move, it will create first this particular, then by creating this, it will move to this particular directory, and by moving this particular directory, we can create the file. So we can create file craw security history.txt. So this is my file I want to create. So in one command we have created the directory also. move to this particular directory. At this time I am in this particular directory. Then we use this particular command to create the blank file. So we want to check this. So this is my file that I have created. So like this particular way, we can use lot of commands at the same time. We want to perform 2, 3, 4 and more commands at the same time by using this particular symbol. So we will move to the another symbol, that is, so this will be completed, and I will move to this particular. So what is the use of pipe symbol? So I will show you this. Suppose we have a command, the command name is cat. I will show all the other commands in the next session also. So in this session I am only discuss about only these particular commands. So what are the uses of only these commands? In another session I will discuss the more and more commands. So now cat, we want to check all the files. This is my folder name is, and this is my file name, and I have created a user. The username is, what is the username? This is my username, and I want to show only this particular user, not all these users. I want to show this one only. So what I will do? So we can use this particular pipe symbol, and by using this particular pipe symbol, we can filter. So the pipe is used when the output of this particular command will be converted as the input for the next command. When we perform another command, the other command name is grep. This is used to check. This is used to filter any particular string, any particular word from the file. In this particular file, I want to filter only this particular user. So I will use another option. So it will show me only this particular word. I want to search this particular string. String means any word. It can be one word, two word. It can be a group of series. So this will show me this particular user only. I have performed lot of commands, and from this command I want to filter. So we can use this one. But what is the use of this particular symbol? It will perform this command first, and the output of this command will be as input for the next one command. So this command, this particular symbol is used to convert the output as an input. So this is the use of this particular command. And I want to check man when we type pipe. So it will not show me because it has no information related to this. So what I will show you, what is the use of this one. Pipe symbol is used to first command output as an input for the next command. So this will show when the output of first command will convert as an input for the next command. It will show me. So this is the use of this particular symbol. Then I will move to another one. Suppose we want to check the data. I forget the any name, and I want to check all the files, all the folders related to that start from DAT. So at this time we have no file related to this. So I will move to my home directory. Now you can check. We have lot of files folder that started from the D, and I want to check these one. So we star S, use star. So it will show me. It will start from D. It also start from D, and it also start from data one. So this will show me what is the use of ls command. So ls, we want to ls, and we want to check all the files that start from data. But we want this one also, only this one. So what I will do, so DATE, then we will type this. So this will show me only this particular command, and we want to check the permissions also, user ownership, group ownership, and all these things. So I will use this one also. In the later session, I will discuss all the related commands. What are the ls? We perform these commands in deep. So I will show you what is ls and what is date. So in deep, I will show you. So in this session, I have performed these commands. In next session, I will discuss the another one. So I will perform this one in the next session. This one. So in next session, we start the date, because date has a lot of commands, lot of options, file, and the other more commands. So in this session, I will discuss only these particular terms. Thank you and welcome to Cross Security. I am Satyash Kumar Sharma. In this session, we will discuss about these commands. So what is the commands that use in Linux? So in Linux, we can use date command, passwd command, file command, cat command. What is the basic use of these commands, and what is the advance of use these commands? So I will show you, because in Linux, every command has some options. So that is also option. So what are the options that are used in date command? And we can also use the options by other commands. And what are the options used by file command, cat command, and what is cat command, file command, passwd command, and date. In this session, we will discuss about date command. In detail, I will show you these lot of options. I will show you this one by one. So in this session, we will discuss only these commands. So I will show you this practically. So in this session, I will cover what is date. First, what is date? So I want to check what is the use of this particular command. As I told you earlier session, we can use main command to check all the data related to the date command. All the documentation has its own documentation. So by this particular command, we can print or set the system date and time. So we can check what is the time of my system and what is the date of my system. So we can use this one command. It has a lot of options, because every command has options, and we can follow some formats also. So in this command, what are the formats that we can use? by this command. So these are the options. In this command we can use these options, and this is the format. Format means we use the sign percentile, and after that we use some options. We can use A option, double A option, B option. So we have lot of options. Some of these that are mostly used. So I will show you what is the use of this one, what is the use of this one. So I will show. Then when we perform this particular command, this command show me the output. In this output we have the day, month, this is the date, and this is the timestamp, and this is the time zone, and this is the year. But I won't display only time, I won't display only date and the other formats. So we can use options. So by performing this particular command, your date and time will be appear on the screen. Suppose if we use this particular command, then use percentile, then perform X. So what it will display? I want only this one. What is the date of today? So it will show me it's 10, it's month, it's your date, and it's your year. It will only show me the date also. When we perform X in a capital letter, so what it will do? It will show me only the time. So what is the time? When we want to perform the time, so it will show me. So this is 8:04 because at this time, and I want to change this particular time, we can also change this particular. It will show me the time in 24-hour session. It will show the time in 12 hours 4 minutes. So we can check this. When we perform other option, when we perform R, it will show me the time also. And when we perform R in a capital letter, it will show me the time in 24 hours 4 minutes. So by using this one, we can check the 12 hours, and it's show me the time regarding to 24 hours. So I will show you. And we have lot of other options also. So what are the other options? I will show you. Man, suppose you want to check this one. So what is the use of this particular command? It will locate full weekdays, and we want to this one. So what it will show me? It will show me. I will perform the date. So I will show you one by one. So what is the use of? Then use plus sign, then percentile. By using the percentile, again type the date. Okay. We perform two commands at the same time. So it will only show me the day. What is the day of today? So this will show me the day. It's Tuesday. And when we type A in a simple, so what it will show me? In a short format. So it will abbreviate this particular. When we want to check this in a long format, so it will show me a full, and this will show me the short format. So I will check this. We have lot of other commands also. We won't check only the name of the months, so we can use B in a capital. So I will show this one also. This will show me October, and I will show this in a capital. So what it will display? it will display the full name of the month. So like this particular way we can use the date command. So date is used to check the date and time setting, and by using the options we can use the other one. I want to specify. So basically the use of options to specify, to change the behavior of the command. So it will not performing the default behavior because this is the default behavior of this command. By using these options, we can change the behavior. What I want to rectify, it will show me. So this one. So by using these options. So in next, so I have completed this one. In next command, I will show you the what is the use of pass W. So as the name of the command is passed, it means it is related to the past. What is the use of this? It's related to the password. Password means we want to change its own password. So we can also change my own password. And we want to change the password of another user. We can also change the password of another user. But who will perform this particular task? It will be performed by the regular user, and it will be performed by the super user. Mostly super user. So in Linux, what is the super user? It's a root. So root is the super user who will perform, who can do all your tasks in the system. But regular user can change the password, its own password, not the others user. So if you want to change its own password, so you can change. Like this. I'm creating a user in front of you. It's a user 001. It's already created. So 011. I will take it. So this user will be created. And I want to assign the new password. So who can assign? This one. At this time, root is my super user. So who will assign? Root. So root is the super user who can assign the password of this particular user. So how I will assign the password? And type pass the boolean command and give name of the user. So what did it display me? Changing password for user. The username is user 001. Sorry, 011. So give the new password. I will assign the password. It will show me that password because it take the password in some alphabets, some letters, and numerical also, and special character also. So it don't show me this particular error. But I will perform just so again type retype the password. So the password will be updated. So now we log into this particular user 001. To log in my machine, which one is the command? SU command. SU. What is the use of this? This one is called login --login. So I will show you this in deep in the next lesson. So we want to change my own password. So it will require the current password also. Any user change its own password. Suppose if you are working in your machine and you go out from your laptop and anyone can change your password, but he can change your password if you know If no one else has the password, current password, so he can't change the present password. So I know the present, so type the present password, it means current password. What is the new password? So it will take a complex password. So I will type a complex password, then retype again. So my password has been changed. We can see. So I will see the password will be changed. So now we want to change the password of any other user. Suppose this is my username and I want to change the password of this particular user. So any regular user can't change the password of other regular user, other any user. So this is the command we perform to change the password, but only the super user, only the root user can change the password of any other. But if we want to change my own password, so we can change. So any regular user can change its own password, not for the other. So this is the use of this one command. Then I will show you what is the use of file command. So this is my third command. I will show you. So what is file? I want to check its knowledge about this particular command. What is file? So I will check. So what is file? Determine file type. We in Linux there is no need to assign the extension, but we want to check what is the format of this particular file, this particular folder. So we can check the we want to check it's a block file, it's a directory, it's a regular file, it's a character file. So we can check by using this particular command. So how I will check? I will show. So when we type file, then type only slash. So what is slash? This is your root directory. It's your directory in where we install my OS. In this particular directory, we have installed my OS. We can check this. In this particular directory, we have installed my OS. So this one. So this is a directory where your mount point is assigned. So I will check this. When we perform file command using with that, it is a directory. So this is a dev directory. So dev is a directory. When we use this with another command /etc fast. So what is this? This is your text file. It's not a directory. This is a directory, but in this directory we perform this one. So this is the configuration file for the user. It has the information about all the users related methods. When we perform dev SRT, so what it will show me? So it's your regular file. This is your directory, and this is your block special file. So it will show me the type of the files. So what is the type of this particular file? What is the type of this particular file? We can show. So now we will check the another one. When we perform TTY1, so what it will show me? It's a character file. So this is also a file. This type of file is this. This is your character file. So I will show this. Then we will move to the next one also. So this is the last command of this particular session. So what is the use of this particular command? So this is cat. So what is cat? It's called concatenate. So I will show this. What is cat? Cat means concatenate files. It will print on the standard output. So it will show me the output of any file. We want to view the content of any file, so we can check. We can use this particular. So this command is used to check the content from any file. So use this one. So it will show me all the content of this particular file. So this file has this particular content, also this one. So we can check. If we want to filter this, we do not want all the contents. We want to view this particular only. So what I will do, perform this command. I will show you in detail this one command also in detail, because this command have lot of options, like what is the use of -w, what is the use of other command. So I will show you. Suppose when we use perform w, so it will show me the output, different output. So I will show you this command in detail. I am performing this one command only. So what is the use of this particular command? So this command will show me what is in this particular file. From this particular file, we want to view only this particular information. So this is the information of only this particular business. So we want to view any file, we can use cat. Suppose we want to create a file, so we can also use cat command. So cat is also used to create the file. Cat is also used to view the file also. So what is the use of cat? Cat is used to create the file and also used to view the file. View the file. So how I will perform this? How I will show you the view concept. So it will show, and I want to create a file. So use cat, then give the name of any file that you want to create. Suppose I am performing CRAW crop underscore secure underscore file01. I want to create this particular file, and I want some text in this particular file. So type the text. This is an institute of ethical hacking, cyber security, cyber and others. Linux are related to Red Hat, all the courses of Red Hat, CCNA. We deal also with CCNA and others. All the CCNA and others. So save this particular file. Press Ctrl D. So we want to save this particular file. Which command is used? ctrl plus D to save this one. And I want to view. what is in this particular file. So just select this particular and type shift insert. So there is no need to and right click then paste. It will paste by using shift insert. So in this particular file, what is the data? This is the data. So we are dealing with cross security. In this, we can learn about ethical hacking, cyber security, Linux, all the usage of Red Hat, CCNA, and other things. So in this session, I will perform only these commands. In next session, I will perform the other. Thank you. So welcome to my session, cross security. So this is my third session. In this session, we will discuss about these commands. I am Satish Sharma, so I will discuss all of these commands. So what is head command? What is the use of tail command? What is WC? What is the use of tab? Because Linux support also the tab format. So what is the use of backslash? How to use the backslash? And what is the use of history? In Linux, we use the commands. These commands will perform its basic function. And to perform the advanced function, we can use options. Because as we know that the options are used to change the behavior of the command. Then we will put the argument. We use the commands. These commands will perform its basic function. And to perform the advanced function, we can use options. Because as we know that the options are used to change the behavior of the command. Then we will put the argument. And what is the use of argument? So this is the syntax of any command. First we type the command, then we type the options. In the end, we type the argument. Argument means what we want to perform. Suppose we want to create a user and we want to perform any task. So we can give here. And we want to filter and we want to change the behavior of this particular command. So we can use options also. We can use with WC command, history command. So mostly the commands have the options that are used in the Linux. So first I will show you the head command, then I will tell you about the tail command. Head is another command, tail is also another command. And every particular command has its own option. So I will show you this practically. So I will perform this command. So what is head? Head means it will show the starting line. By default, it will show me 10 lines from any file. Then we can also use tail command. Head and tail both are used. Head, it will show me the 10 lines from the starting, and we want to check the last line, last 10 lines, so we can use tail. So what is the use of head command? Show 10 lines from any files from starting. So it will show me the lines. So I will show you. This is the file. In this file, when we type this particular command, it will show me the 10 lines from the starting. And in this, when we use some options like and, when we perform to, so what it will show me? It will show me only 2 lines. This one. So this option is used to filter only 2 commands from the starting. It will show only 2 commands from the starting. And we want to check more. Suppose we want to display more than 10 commands, 10 lines. So we can check. So now it will show me the lines, more than 10 lines. So it will show me. So head command is used to check the lines from the starting. By default, it will show me 10 lines. When we use tail in front of any command, any file, not command, any file, 10 lines, it will show me from end, ending 10 lines. So when we use this one, so what it show me? This one. So this will show me the 10 lines. These are the 10 lines. And we want to change the behavior of this particular command. We can use options, and we want to perform last 4 users. I want to check last 4 users. It will display the last 4 users. Suppose we create another one, this one, user cross security, CRAW pro security underscore user. So this is my username. So I will check only this one. What I will do, so perform only this one, and we can also use this like when we not use -n option, it will also display me the same output. So we can use. We can perform more than 1 line, so it will show me more than 2 lines. So this is the use of head and tail command. So we can display the output of this particular file. So this file will show me the output of this. Now we will move to the another command. That is, we perform this particular command, this one, and we also perform this one also, and we want to perform this one. So what is WC? WC means word count. So how I will use this? WC means word count, and we want to check lines in this and words and characters. So we can check. So how I will check this? Type WC, then give the name of your file. So in this file, how many lines? 75. I will show you this. It has 70 lines or not. So it will show me the lines. How many users we have at this time? So I have 75 users in this particular file. So this is the way to check. It has 75 lines. And how many words in this? It has 138 words. And these are the characters. These are the letters in this file. And I want to display only the lines. So what I will use? We can use L option. And we want to check the word only, this one. So what I will do? We can use W. So W is used to check how many words in this particular file. We can also use -C. This will show me the last. This is characters. So this will show me the characters from this particular. So like this particular way we can use this particular. So WC means word count. We can check how many words in a file, how many lines in a file, and how many characters in a file. So this is a WC. Then I will perform this one. What is the use of tab? So tab is used to provide the help for any user. Suppose any user forget the command, whole command, but he recognize some of the part, starting part, so he can use. Suppose we want to create a user. So what I will do? We will perform user add command, but I don't know what is the command. But I know that is started from USR. Yeah, or we can say that it start from U. Then type 2 times tab. It will show me all the commands related to U. In this, we can check all the commands that started from the U. But I know that they start from S also. Then type 2 times tab again. So it will show me less command comparison to. So when we perform any command and some of the part we will forget. So we can use this one also. User. Then when we perform this, it will show me the all the commands related to the user. User add, it will user add, user del, user format, user helper, user info, user mode, mount, pass WD. So this will show me all the commands. So like this particular way we can use. Suppose we want to view the file cat from the etc. Then we tap tab. It will auto complete the file name also. Then we want to check this particular file and then type the tab again. So it will automatically type the file name also. So it will type the file name. It will show me the command related help. So we can use the tab. So tab is used to check the file name will automatically display and it will display the command. So like this particular way we can use tab. Then we will move to the another one. So what is the use of this backslash, and then at the end of this session, I will show you the use of history command. So what is backslash? I will show you. Suppose we want to check the output of this file, and the output of this file also, shadow file also, slash group. etc group we have shadow, G shadow. This one. So it will show me the all the output. But we want this in not a long formats. I want to perform this in a small parts. This is in a one part, this is in a one part, this is in another part. So like this way. So what I will do, I will show you. Suppose cat slash etc past. Then when we type backslash, it not perform this command. It will show me this option. Then we want to check the etc past WHOAMI. This one also. So this will help you to perform these all the lines as a single command. When this is the another line, when we perform etc, then again group, this is another line. So I can check all files like this slash etc. This is hosts. This one also. When we perform only enter, this will be ended. So this is the output of the last command, host, and this is the output of group command. Then I will show you. This is the output of passwd command. So this is the passwd. I will show you this. So this is the command. This is the way. So we can use this. I will show you this by another example. Suppose we want to create some folders. The folders name are dir11. It will be created. Then we want to create more than 2 folders like this. dir22. Then give the another folder name dir33 and give another name dir4. When we only enter, this is the last command. It means when we place this, this will move to another line. When we place this will move to this line. So this will move to the another lines when we end the session of this particular command. So we can check the files, the directories are created or not. So we can check all your directories will be created. So this one is used like this particular way to sort the commands in different lines. So this will treat these lines as a single command because we perform the command in a single line, not different lines. So this will treat this as a single line. So this is the use of this particular, and I will move to the last one command of this particular session. So what is history? How many commands we have performed in this particular terminal. So we can use history. So these are all the commands that I have covered. I will show you this one command, and these are all the commands. So history will show you all the commands that are performed in my terminal, this particular terminal. When we type history in this terminal, it will show me how many in this. You can check. This has different, but this has different. Because every session has a different history database. So we can use this. And we want to save these all the history database. So what I will do, we can use greater than sign, then give the name of the file where you want to save all the files. Commands list. So all the command will be placed in this particular file. You can also check this. So how many commands we have? 1, 8. So this will show. So thank you. In this session, I will cover only these topics. In next session, I will cover the another. So I will show you how to use head command, tail command, WC command, tab uses, backslash, and string. Thank you so much. Welcome to Cross Security. So I will discuss about the absolute path and relative paths. So what are absolute path and what is relative path? So I will show you by this by using some examples. So what is the use of? Today we will discuss about this particular topic. So we will discuss relative path and absolute path. So what is relative path? So when we want to check where we are working, so we are working in this particular location and we want to move the another location. So we can use this particular path and we can use this particular path. So the path that start with slash sign, it's called absolute path. Absolute path. And any particular path that not start with the slash sign, so called relative path. This path is always start from the working directory. Like I will show you this by using some examples. Suppose at this time we are working in this particular location and we want to move this. Suppose we want to move to videos. We want to move this particular location. This is where. So where I am working at this time, this location. So in this particular command we use this particular path. So this particular path called absolute path. It's called absolute path. ABSO, absolute. So we can say that it's called absolute. that start always with slash sign, and when we use like this particular, we want to move in another location first, exit from this location. So now we are working in which location? I will check by using this particular command, this. So move to this particular location, then you will select another location. You can select route. In this, you can select another location. So this is called relative path. So in this, we not use the slash sign. So this is double dot. So when the path start with slash sign like this, so that's called absolute path. The path that start without the slash sign, so it's called relative path. So we can use both paths. Sometimes relative is best, and sometimes absolute can be best. So we can use both the paths. It can be a relative and it can be a absolute. So we can use this one and this one also. So this is the concept related to the relative and absolute path. I will show you one another example also here. Suppose we want to create a directory, then data 1. In this we create this particular directory, and in this. So when we create this, so use this particular concept. So you can create your directory, this one, because I am not have this particular directory and also this particular directory. This will automatically create this one and this one. So this is the concept to create the directory at the same time. It will create the parent directory first, then it's create the child, then again child. And we want to move this data and data 1. Then this, and we want to use in this which path I have used. This is called absolute path, and this one I am also using the absolute path, and I am creating this again. At this time I am creating this in this particular location. It means this current location. So this particular path also called the relative. We can use this relative path and absolute path with each and every command. It can be cd, it can be mkdir, it can be cp, anything. We can use this. So this one, and we want to move in this location like this. So this sign, at this time we are not using this particular sign because this is my current location and I am moving this particular location. So we want to check in which location we are working. At this time we are working in data 1, Delhi, Agra, Delhi. So this is the full path that start with slash sign, so it's called absolute path. When any particular path start without the slash sign, so it's called relative path. So this is the concept to relate the path that can be a reference It means it can be a relative and it can be a absolute. So this is the process to use the path. So we can use absolute path. Always start with this particular sign. And when we start any path by using the working directory, it means current directory. We can say that any path start with the current location. So it's called related path. So there are two types of path. The path can be a absolute and the path can be a relative. So this is the process to use path. It can be used by the cd command. It can be used. These paths can be used by cd command, cd. It can be used by mkdir, used with mkdir, cp, mb, and so on. So these two paths can be used by any commands that related to the Linux. So in this session we will cover only these particular concepts. In the next session I will cover other Linux commands. Hello, welcome to this session. In this session we will learn about ls command that is used in Linux. This command is used in Linux. So what is ls, what is the use of ls, and how many options we can use with ls command. So these are a lot of options that are used by using this command. Ls means short list. It means it is used to list the file also and the folders. So we can use ls command. So generally we use ls-l, ls-la, ls-lr, ls-ld command, ls-l h command also, and li and r. So these are the options that are used with ls. So I will show you this one by one. So what is this? So in this session we will learn about which command, ls command. So what is ls, what is the use, and what is the basic requirements of ls command. ls command. So ls means list. It can be list in a short and it can be list in long format. Long format. When we use ls-l, ls, only ls, so it's called short list. When we use ls-l, so it's called long list. So we can use this one and this one also. How I will use this ls? When we type no argument, just enter. It will show me all the files and folders, and we want to list individual file, and we want to list in a long format, so we can use this one. So this is called in a sort list. List all the files and folders in a short format, and this command will show you all the files and folders in a long format. So this is called sort list. This is called long list. We can also use this by this. It's also called the long list. It's also called long list. This one and this one both are the same. I will show you this. These are because LL, when we type ls-l, it means long list. When we type LL, also the long list. But LL is a alias of ls-l command. Alias means it's a nickname. It's another command that we can also use to list the files and folders in a long format. This one. When we type this particular command, this will show me all the aliases that are in my system. So check this one. What is the means of this? This is called alias. We can create multiple aliases in our Linux to sort any command. So this is the command, this is the whole command, and this is the alias. So by using this one, we can list a long format. When we type this whole command, the result will be same. This one, the result will be same. When we use this one, only this, also same. When we use this, all the result will be same. This is in a long format, this command. So we can use this one also, we can use this one also. But in this command, we not type this. It will automatically selected by using the alias. So we can use. So this is the use of ls-l command. Suppose we want to use another command. This A. What is the use of -a option? It will show all the files. It can be hidden, it can be unhidden, all the files. This will show me. I will show you. When we type ls, it will show me these files and folders. When we type ls-la by using A, it will show lot of folders. This one, this file also, this file also. So these dot means it's a hidden. So it's a hidden folder, it's a hidden file. So we can use this. It's also file. This one is also folder, and this. So all the file that is hidden, it will show. So we can use this to show the hidden files, to show the hidden, and unhide also, unhidden also. Also, it will show both. So we can use ls-la option. Now we will move to the another command, that is ls-lr. What is the use of this one? The option ls-lr means recursively. Recursive. What is the means of recursive? I will show you. When we are in this particular location, in this we have a folder, this. So now when we type this particular command, I will move to this particular location, and when we ls, it will show me the present. In this present working directory there is no file, no folder. When we type cd, it will move to this particular location, and we want to move what is in this particular location. This particular location, this has this particular folder and this has this particular folder, and I want to check. So what it will show me, it will show me only this particular, but not show me this one. And I want to show this, and maybe it maybe have another subdirectory, files, folders, it can be. So we want to show all of these files by using this one command. So what I will do, I can use this particular option, that's R. R means recursive. So we can use this. So this will show me all the files and folders that contain in this particular folder. This account, marketing, other sales. So we can use this one command. So this is called recursive. In a recursive manner, there is no need to move this this particular folder, then again this. So I will show. So this is the use of -r option. We want to check the directories, files and folders permission, individual directory. So what I will do, we want to check the permission of individual directory. When we check ls-l and the file name is Anaconda. So by using this will show me the whole information, all the information related to this particular file, and I want to show this particular directory. So what it will show me, so this will show nothing, because this is a directory and we want to check the permission of this particular folder, individual, not for all. So what I will do, we can use this particular option, then the permissions will be, so you can check the permission. This is the this is the link ID, this is the user owner, this is the group owner. So this will show me all the information. So this is the concept to use this particular syntax. And what is the use of this one? It's called human readable, it's called inode, it's called reverse. So I will show you this and this. We want to check the index number of this particular directory. So what I will do, when we type I, it will show me another one location also. In this, not showing me the index number of this particular file. When we create any file and folder in Linux, all the files and folders have its own inode number, own index numbers. So by using this particular syntax, we can check the index number of this particular folder, this particular directory. For any file, we can use also this. What is the index number of this? So this is the index number of this particular file. So for file and folders, we can use for the same. And we want to check the size. What is the size of this particular file? The size of this particular file is 1724. And we want to check this in a human readable format. It means I'm not understand what is 1724, and we want to know what is 1724, because it show the size in a byte format, and I want to show in a human readable format, means KB, MB, GB. So what I will do, we can use -h option. This will show me the size in KB format, because this is a byte. When we convert this to KB, it will be this. So this is the size of this particular file. You can also check the file size of any folder also. LDH dev USR. It can be USR share. So this is the size of this particular folder. This is a folder. When we type only this one, this will show me the size in a byte format. So when we use this particular syntax, it will show me the size in KB, MB, and GB. So it will show me the size in KB, MB, GB, etc. and so on. It can be PB, exabyte. So, and we want to check all the files and folders in a reverse order. So what I will do, then type ls -l command, and when we use R here, so what it will show me? It will show me all the files and folders in reverse order. It will show me alphabetically in a descending order. So this will show me in a descending order, not in ascending order. So by default, it will show me all the files and folders in ascending order. It's called ascending. And when we use -R option, this will show me in a reverse format. It means descending order. So this is the use of -R option. So -R will show all the files and folders. This will start, this is an end, this is in a starting. So we can use this. When we want to check more and more commands about this particular command, what I will do, we can use man, then type ls. So this will show me all the content related to this particular command. So we can use A, AA, author, B, -B. So this one. So we can use these all the formats one by one. So this is the use of ls command in this session. Thank you. Welcome guys. In this session we will discuss about user management. So what is user management, how to create users in Linux. So what is the use of user in a system, and how to create, and how many types of these. So today we will discuss all of these things in a user management session. So today my session is user management. So I will show you, just open a terminal, and first I will tell you about the theoretical portion, what is user. So my topic is user management. So this is user management. In this session, we will discuss what is user and how to create user, how many types of user. So in this session, we will discuss the all. So what is user and its types of user, and we also discuss the commands because we know that Linux is totally based on the command. So in this session, we will discuss the commands. What are the commands that are used to create the user? So commands. So what are the commands we can use to create the user in Linux or any Linux based operating system just like Red Hat, Ubuntu, CentOS. So we use user add command and we can also use user mode command. So there are two commands that are used to create a user. This one for create the user when we want to create a new user. So we can use this particular command and we want to modify any existing user. So we can use user mode command. So this one for creating a new user and this one for creating the change and to modify in the user. So in this session, we will discuss what is user and how many types of user, what are the commands that are used with this. So these two mostly commands that are used to create the user. So I will show you this one by one. So we discuss what is user. If we think we want to communicate with the system and how I can communicate this. So we required a user. User means who use the system. So every system required the identity. Who is login in this machine? What is the name of that user? So every user has its own identity, means it's called UID. Every user required a user identification and every user had its your own name to log in the system. Suppose we want to create a user, the user name is user01. So we can create. In this, we discuss how to create and what is user ID also. So it's a big part. User management is not a small part because in a company, every particular user had its own ID, its own name, so that he can log into the system and he can operate the system and he can configure the system. So user management is the most important part in the Linux. So in this, we will discuss how to create a user. So I will tell you how to create user first. If we discuss about the types of the user, in Linux, there are three types of user. The first is root. Root is the super user in Linux. It's called a super user. Super user in the Linux. So when we want to perform any task that is related to administrative work, so we required a administrative user. Just like if we are using a Windows machine, the administrator is a user which is also known as the super user. So in Windows, we required a user. The username is administrator. By default, this administrator is disabled in Windows. So I will show you this one. So this is the user, which is the super user in Windows machine. But you can see this. This is disabled. Account is disabled. But in Linux, super user is enabled. We can also disable that user in Linux also. In this is my another user, cross security. So this is the administrative user in my system. So we can communicate to the system. We can use the system. We can install any software in the system. So if we require any types of work, so we can use this particular user. Like this way, we want to create a user in Linux machine. So what I will do? So root is the super user. The second one is regular user. So we can create a regular user. Regular user just used to perform our task in a daily basis. So we want to perform our task in a daily basis. So we can use the regular users, but it's not have the full rights in my system. So it's called a standard user also. It's also called the non-privileged user also. And so these are used to perform the daily basis task. So just create a user, the username is user01. So it's called a regular users. The last one, I will tell you the name of the user, that is service users. In Linux, to perform every task in my machine, so we required a service user. Suppose we are using a web server, so we also require the service user. In a web server, we have a name Apache. So Apache is the user that is used to perform the services regarding the web server. So we can use this particular user. So for performing every task, it can be FTP, it can be Apache, it can be DNS, everything. Suppose if we want to shut down my machine, we also required a service user. So to perform our task, to perform a service, we required service user. Daily to daily work, we required regular users. To perform administrative configuration, administrative tasks, so we required a super user. So this is a small theory about the what is user and how many types of user. So next, I will tell you what are the commands that we can use to create the user. So when we create a user, new user, so we can use user add command. If we want to modification in the existing user, so we can use user mode command. So these two commands I will discuss in this session. So I will tell you what is the command user add. And we want to create a user user 1. This is my first user in my organization. So we can create user. When we creating a user, the database of this user will goes to a file, because in Linux everything is file. Every database is stored in a file. So when we want to check this user is created or not, so we can use this file. The file name is etc, and this etc location we have a file. The file name is pass.wd. This is our file. This file is used to check the information related to the user. So it contains the information related to all users. All users, when we create, it goes in this file. And I will show you. We have a command. The name of the command is cat. It's called concatenate. This command is used to view the file. We have a file. The file name is etc pass.wd, and we want to check this file. So what I will do, we use another command, because to perform every task in Linux, we require a file. We required a command and also the file, because every particular task is stored in a file. So we can view by using this particular file by this command. So open this file. So this file is viewed in my system. I will show you this again. This is the file. This file is start from this. So when we perform this particular command, it will show me all the users information. It can be root, bin, daemon, sync, shutdown. We also have the service users, because all the service users have its own cell. The cell name is this, and this is the cell where the user so these all the users that I stored in this file. I will so these are the users. What I will create a user, the username is this. So this is stored in the last. So every user we create, it will store in the last. So we have another command to check the user that is stored in the last. So we can check this. Sorry, not this one. We use this one. It used to check all the user that is starting 10 users. But we want to the last 10 users information. So we can use tail command. So this is the command that we can use to check the user information that is stored in this file. So we can use this. So this is my user that I have created in my machine. Suppose we want to create another user. The username is user2. This user also is stored in this file. So we check again. So we have two users. So this is my username, and this is, it said 7 field. I will show you this in detail in next session, but just I will tell you what is this and what is this. So this is a login name.
and this is a password pointer. This is my user ID. As I told you earlier, every user required a user identification. So in my system, this user have this particular UID, and this is called group ID, because when we create a user in my machine, so it will automatically create a primary group. This is my primary user, this is my user ID, this is my primary group ID, and this is called comment. If suppose this user belong to account department, so we can give the information here. This is belonging to this particular department. So this is called comment field, and this one it's called home. It's a home directory of this particular user. So this is called home directory, and this one called shell. This is called shell. It's called login shell. This is the login shell. So we can use like this way. So if suppose we want to do any modification in this particular user, because this belong to sales department, so I want to put a information here. So what I will do? So we can use user mode command here. I will tell this particular command in a deep, but just for a demonstration, I will show how to change this particular field, only this one. And in detail, the next session, I will discuss all the field one by one, and the other field also used to do any change in the existing user. So we want to change this field, so we can use the options, because every command has a syntax. So this one, this is my command, this is my option, and I can put a argument. After then give the argument. This is my argument. Argument means what types of work you want to perform, what you to do. So I want to create a user, give the username. So username is also known as the argument. And when we put any option here, so it's called an option. In Windows, it's called a switches. So we can also call this switches, but in Linux, it's called option. So we perform user mode command first, then give the option here. So which option I will use? It's have lot of options, but to perform, to change in this location, so we can use C. C means comment. So this field is known as, when we log in to any system, it will shows the usernames that is displayed here. So it's called display name, it's called comment, it's called full name of the user. We can say this anything, but it's just known as comment. So we want to perform. So my username is Crow Security. User what? It's belong to sales department. So sales. So it will display in my login screen. And what is my username? This is my username. Just select this particular thing and just come here and type, press one key, shift insert. It will automatically paste here. There is no need to right click here, then again paste. So in Linux, just select this thing, then shift insert. So it will paste. So I will erase this. So this is my command. This is the option, and this is my comment field, and this is my username. In this user we want to change, so it will apply here. So, and I will check this again, so it will perform or not. So now you can check here, this one. So this is my user, and I will check this user show this particular name or not. So log out from this user, just so I will check here. It's not displaying me because we create the user, we applied the comment also, but we forget to apply the password. So if a user has no password, so it cannot be login, it can't show in this screen. So I will log in again through the root user. So it will log in. Now I will check. So I will apply the password. Passwd and user crow user 1 password, and give the password for this user 123 for just for demonstration. And now this user have the password. So how I will check this? If a user has no password, so how I will check this? I will show you. This is my file where the user password related information will store. Because I tell you earlier, everything in the Linux is stored in a file. So this one is the file where all the users related information will store. So I will check this, but I want to check the last user information. So I will use tail command, this one. So now you can check. I have created this user. I have also created this user, but I am not applying the password here. So it will show me double exclamation mark. And here, this is my password that is in an encrypted format. This one. This is my username. This is my password information that you can see in an encrypted format. Then this has no password. If I applied the password for this one also, this field will be completed. So we can use the user has password or not. So we can check here by using this particular command. So now I will check this again. It will show or not on the screen. This will show me. So this is called comment. This is called a display name for the user. It's called a full name of the user. So now we can log in this machine. So now you can check this user is a pair. When we log in the first time in my newly created user in my system, so it will just create a profile. So this is the first wizard. So just next this, again next this, again next this, then skip this particular wizard and start. It will show me another window here. It's a help. If we want to get help related to any particular task, so we can use this. We can use these particular videos also and click on this link, so GAL will be displayed on the screen. So close this particular wizard so we can perform our task. So for daily basis, so this user can create files. It will create your folders. So for the folders, we can use this one also. So this is my folder name. Again, this one. So I can create this. We want to create more than one folder at a time. So what I will do, crop. And we want to create another one also. So we can use this in a curly bracket. Just type comma here, give the name. So I can create this. These users will create it, and files also created. And I want to check this, so I can check this one, and this one, and this one also, and this one. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the files, folders will appear by using this particular command. And I want to create another one command also. So we want to create a user. The user name is user1. So this user is unable to perform this particular command because this one is a administrative command. So only the administrative user will perform this particular command. If this user is an administrative user, this one, so it can perform. But at this time, this is not a super users. When we use this particular command to perform the super administrative work, this is the command to perform this command as a super user. So when we perform this, give my own password, this will show me the information. If we add any user in this file, this user will become a super user. So this, what is the command of this? What is the full form of this? Super user do. So it will perform this particular command as a super user. This is my username and this is my command. This is the syntax. So like this way, we can perform this particular command. So in this session, I have completed all the things that I have told you. Thank you. Thank you so much.